Hello, everybody.
My tabletop simulator is just like gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no! Just
Oh my god, really?
What?
Just keep going.
Oh my god.
Welcome to TheMajestic presents Dungeons and Dragons, where we play Dungeons and Dragons, and today we're trying something brand new, and we wanted to see how it goes. So far, not so great. We are 15 minutes past the startup time. I apologize for that, but we are getting everything situated, and after tonight, we will see how well we like to use Tabletop Simulator for our games. But right now, again, we are trying something new, so bear with us. Again, this is Dungeons and Dragons, where every single Monday night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we bring you live gameplays of Dungeons and Dragons, where we play it right here. It's mostly homebrew, though currently we are in the midst of a story set up from one of the add-on books. And you can find us here on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGamin, GAMIN, as well as on YouTube, just by searching The Majestic, all one word, in the very first search result. Tonight I am joined by the same incredible group that makes up our main party, and I will let them introduce themselves, starting with Justin. Go ahead and say hello, Justin.
Hi, I am I am playing the Fire Genasi warlock named Zashmar Efreet. I'm getting distracted by Tabletop Simulator, just running around the table looking at everything. Sorry.
Ew.
But yeah, this should be interesting this week.
For sure. Very, very interesting. My goodness, why is this not... Okay, I was going to pull up your YouTube as well, but for some reason it will not let me load that. But you can find his YouTube, which is zero space score, where he uploads awesome videos of like Kingdom Hearts and lots of that, and other
Final Fantasy.
And, Final Fantasy. I always get the two confused so bad. My friends always hate me
I
for
hate
it.
to cut y'all off, but remember Audacity, because I just forgot, and I need to put that on.
Thank you, yes. Audacity. Let's go ahead and do that too.
Good call.
Because I completely forgot about it.
Yep, and the technical stuff has been going so well so far too. So, recording on that as well now, Audacity. But yes. Alright, go ahead and say hello in other words, Rachel.
Hello, I'm Rachel, and I'm playing Mira Helder, our half-elven rogue, and I have yet to have anything to plug, because I haven't got it set up yet.
Fair. And say hello, Courtney.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm going to be playing Delilah today.
Hello. And say hello, Brandon.
Hello. I play Jax, the Dragonborn Paladin. Total badass. Yeah. My thing went gone for a second, and now it's back.
Alright. Thank God for that, actually. I got really nervous.
I was a little worried.
Right now, of course, the player characters, it was difficult finding Dragonborns and Asimers and Fire Genasis, so there is the player character of Jax, which you will see up and about to help you know who he is. There is Zashmar's NPC, figurine for the PC. There is Delilah, who is the Asimer. And over here, we have Mira Helder. So, where we last left off, the group, throughout quite harrowing journey, the group managed to not only escape capture from Ilvara and multiple other drow warriors and priestesses that were keeping them hostage in the Underdark, but they also managed to lose them throughout the Underdark tunnels as they wound through the multiplying caverns. They came across a number of different obstacles that they were able to successfully get across without anyone dying. Well, anyone in their group, that is. As well as they met a few individuals along the way they did learn something rather suspicious, that someone throughout one of the groups had ended up murdering some dark elf prisoners who were seeking asylum and help in the middle of the night. Whether it was some of their own party or some of the campaign party, they never really learned. And in fact, if they wanted to find out if it was the dark elves, a bit of an unfortunate circumstance happened where they were later found dead, killed by spiders. After escaping through escaping out of a tunnel that they got, a sinkhole that they got locked up in, as well as a very, very high cliff that they managed to very wittingly get past with their current inventories. The group headed down the tunnel for a few more days until they came across the beginning of the Dark Lake. Now, you guys come across this huge open cavern, and you just hear this echoing of drips coming down from the stalagmites in the ceiling into the water that is pitch black. But it's difficult to tell unless you have dark vision, because everything seems pitch black. You just hear your echo, echo, echo all throughout it. But ahead of you, the ground becomes a lot more mushy, and you can start to sense where the shoreline begins. And the area itself begins to open up vastly to your left and right, where there's a little bit more of a beach area going along the ways. And in front of you, just water so far as all of you can tell.
I look to Shushar, and in Undercommon I say, "So what do we do next?"
Well, next we must get to Sloob-Loob-Dop.
How do you spell that?
S-L-O-O-B? Wait.
It's for my notes.
Yep, why do you gotta ask me? Sloob-Loob-Dop. S-L-O-O-B-B-L-O-D-O-P, I think. Or B-L-U-D-O-P. Sloob-Loob-Dop.
S-L-O-O, all one word?
Yep.
It's S-L-O-O-B-B-L what?
S-L-O-O-B L-U-D-O-P.
L-U-D-O-P. Okay.
Yeah. That is how you spell it.
Sorry, I'm making notes on everywhere we've been.
No worries, and I apologize, guys, too. I'm coming down with the cold. Perfect timing for this to happen, too, with the new trying out of Tabletop Simulator and everything, so I apologize that I might be blowing my nose and sneezing occasionally throughout the night. Sorry. Okay. Shushar begins to tell you how the water here, how swimming in the Darklake is a very poor choice, given the number of dangerous things that are within it. You must constantly make checks to make sure you don't get exhausted, not to mention there's an elevated risk of danger than there would be if you guys were, say, on a boat or something of the sort.
I thought we were coming here for a boat.
That's once we get to Sloop, Bloop, Bloop, Bloop.
Man.
Well, you guys are coming here for to get to Sloob-Loob-Dop. It's recommended that you guys find some sort of raft or something along the way beforehand. You guys currently still have your... How many more rations do you guys have for all of you?
Wow.
Check.
No, you
used
don't.
3 of 5, so I have 2 left.
How many of my rations did you use last week?
That's a good question. I
You gave
used
them
up,
very freely.
yeah, I did sort of give them a bit freely, but I think I used
Me
up
and you
4.
both did.
Oh my gosh.
I am sorry. I am sorry. I know.
I think I'm down to 2.
8.
You were so angelic and kind that you just.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Let me check. Yeah, I'm down to 2. But I have 7 of the swampy fungus water orb things.
Oh yeah, we
7
mostly
left,
use the water orb things.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, after we...
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have 10 anymore.
Yeah, I used up 4 days' rations. Which, that's not bad. You still have 6 left.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I used 8, so...
I used 3, so I have 2 left. Let me make a note of this on
Okay.
my paper.
I have 8, but I may or may not give more away.
So, because I don't have dark vision, I can't
That's-
see anything.
That's a good question, because what I was about to say is that over to your right, too, you do see a faint glow coming along the sort of shoreline.
So, can any of you see anything? Because,
Everyone
I
with
can't.
dark vision,
Blind right
you
now.
guys can see just like a... It really does look like an underwater ocean, or sorry, underground ocean. You can just see the faint outline of, even there are some waves crashing up that you guys can hear very faintly, sort of just coming in. It's more so, you don't expect it's much of caused by the moon, which is what you see in the ocean, but you expect that's more so caused by the constant activity and rustling in this water. As Shushar begins to confirm it by going into how all the creatures, both big and small, tend to be very active in it.
Shushar, is there any way that we can procure a boat, or is that something we're gonna have to figure out?
Well, we could look for some zerkwood and try and make one, or we can just see if there's one abandoned around here. If all else fails, I could try and sort of carry people as I swim, but it would still be very dangerous.
I did pick up some. Is it Zerkwood?
Yep.
I did pick up some of that earlier, I think, about 7 pounds, but I don't know if that's like stable enough. I probably chopped it up.
Probably. And not to mention...
I probably put it in like.
like a 200-pound dragonborn, I don't... 250
Yeah.
pound, whatever I am.
We would need like a small vessel to fit all of us on there.
Just go
Yeah.
across one at a time. It'll be great.
Oh my god. That 0 we got. 0 point for them following us would probably escalate very quickly.
And thus the campaign ends.
Death by drow army.
Well,
Or water.
yeah, if
Drowning.
you try and travel through the Darklake one by one, it's not going to be the Drow army that gets you.
Yeah, no.
This is probably a stupid question, but can the immovable rod be moved in water? Like, does it like go with the flow, or is it literally immovable?
You can test and see.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You want to get me killed?
So yeah, again, Jax, all that he sees though is he hears this slow tide of ocean, but all that he sees is a glowing something on his right, which sort of illuminates a little bit of the cavern that then goes up and around and out, and he can see the water sort of just little faint glowing outlines as the light reflects on the water, but you can't really tell what that light is. You can see the water sort of rising up to the shoreline.
Yeah,
Everyone
so I'm
else
waiting
can
for one of my party members who can see to...
Yeah, how far does the shore go? Does it just go until we can't, like, does it keep going, or?
It keeps going. So far as you guys
Keeps
can
going?
see, yeah, it just keeps on going.
To both right and left?
Yep.
Mm.
In fact, do me a favor, Mira, make a perception check.
Oh, God. Alright. You dice, everybody. Let's see, my perception is, before I even look at it, my perception is +1. So that's 14 total.
14. You.
Yeah.
You also see the glowing light, but in between
Mhm.
it, sort of, and more so toward the wall, in the center of you and the light is some more Zerkwood.
With that roll, can I discern, can I figure out what the light is, or do I just see a light?
You guys can go up and investigate it.
Hmm. Well, I see some more wood, but should we go up and take a look at that light? Zash, can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
And don't forget, Zash, you are, you know,
A beacon.
a beacon of
Right.
hope.
No, I
in
mean
this dark
his hair
place.
is
But
his head's definitely on fire. He's just hesitant
It is.
around the water.
gotcha, and that's why more so figured. This water might have additional concerns for your character as well.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right,
He's
let me just-
basically like, I'll help you guys figure out a way for us to get over, but I'm not getting too close.
Oh,
That's
And I am
fine.
not swimming.
We wouldn't ask you to.
Okay.
Can always make you float again.
In this case, I would not mind. So are we going around? Like, just with me in the middle?
are you?
Just to get a better look?
We can do that.
Okay.
All right.
Lead the way.
You guys begin to walk around, and constantly beneath everyone's feet, just this army that's moving of the group of you. There's just constant
Mm.
in the ground beneath you, just this squishing of this slimy feeling. It's like the
I have a quick question.
Yep.
With any of the Zerkwood I got, could I perhaps tie that to my feet?
Did you
So,
get more from
it's
the other
like-
thing?
Well, I had 7 pounds.
7 pounds will not make a raft, though.
No. I mean, like, on the squishy ground, to give
On the
myself a little bit of extra stealth.
Gotcha.
Because I assume I didn't use all 10 feet of string off of that trap earlier.
Yeah. I'll
So
say
could
you
I tie it to my feet
I'll say so.
so I don't squish?
So I don't squish. Do me a favor. Go ahead and make just yeah, let's do a stealth check, actually.
Alrighty.
Well,
Right.
hold up.
I haven't checked the roll yet.
Just make up a straight intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Alright. So do you want me to keep the roll I just rolled for stealth, or do you want me to re-roll?
Intelligence. Keep it for intelligence.
Okay, so 13 plus 2, it's 15.
Okay. Yeah. You have 2 boards of Zerkwood left. They're big enough, and you successfully make it so that it more patterns your landing with your feet. It's more of a. It still has that gross, sickening. In fact, when you lift up your foot, there's a little bit of suction with each step too. But yeah, you're able to.
All right, and how much would I have left after that? The 7 pounds.
We'll say a pound for each plank on your feet, so 5.
All right. And I titled them Mudslide Shoes.
All right.
I'm sad there's no map.
There might be, but right now, yeah, there's nothing really. It's just so it's dark as far as you guys can tell. Even with dark vision, it's still like 60 feet of things that you can see. But yeah. But everybody walks over to this area where you guys saw the glow, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just following everybody else.
You guys walk over and you see this big tube-shaped bioluminescent mushroom, which it seems almost as though the area itself absorbs some of this light. As you get closer, it's so much brighter as you take further and further steps to it. But it is what was that? It is 6 feet tall, emitting bright light, and once you start getting up to 15 feet of it, and you really don't see it until you're about 30 feet out, more so. I want everyone to make a nature check. In fact, I will do one for... Who would know this out of our NPCs here?
Oh, so everybody followed us?
Are you? Like,
Yeah, everyone is with you.
I know, but I don't want to throw it too.
Okay.
hard.
Well, yeah, it's best to stay together.
11.
11.
Okay, mine just keeps
Shoot.
dropping. It's not actually rolling.
Hey,
move it
natural
around.
20 plus 2.
Yeah.
You shake your mouse in order to do it.
You have to like
Oh.
drop it into the top.
You can
Yeah,
do that as well.
I'm just doing mine through my dice tower.
Okay.
Just
So
'cause that's the easiest for me.
you can do that, yeah.
So I don't want to accidentally like fling my dice.
If you have a
across the table
laptop,
and
it
lose
could be
them.
difficult, especially too if you don't have an actual
Cool.
mouse.
Natural 1.
Oh.
All right, you see this big, delicious-looking mushroom,
Nice.
and
Courtney, are you really
Mira.
gonna make me go all the way over to yours? Just roll a real life dice.
Mira, you know that this is nightlight.
Cool.
It's exactly as it seems. It's a bioluminescent mushroom that can just easily be touched and turned off, or touched and turned back on.
If I take it off of the stock, could I like have a little touchlight?
You know that uprooting this mushroom will make it go dark after one round. Like permanently.
Okay.
Do we need to camp? This would be a good place to camp.
Well, this might be used as a signaling device of some kind.
If it's put back on the ground, will it be okay again?
Mira knows that, like, it will be permanently out.
It's like if
Okay.
you uproot a plant, you can't just
Yeah.
put it back
Right,
in.
but
you
I'm
can
just
put
saying
it
it
in
seems
water,
like
yeah.
it's a natural
It's a valid
growth.
question. Yep. You can put
It's
it.
a natural growth if
thing
it's
of
not
water.
something that, you know, like no one put it there because it would die. So it must just be here. Like this seems like a pretty, I don't know. I feel like anything where there's life would be safe. Because no one's just like trounced over it or like torn it up to hide their presence or anything. But if we don't need to camp, then it's not a big deal.
Kind of thinking, would this Is this kind of like a lighthouse in a way?
It's it seems very naturally grown.
Hmm.
But that
I
is a
think we
valid
should focus
question.
on finding wood to build a raft.
Yeah, I probably should.
Prince Darendale can go and search a bit if you guys would like.
I would love that.
I think we should all do our part and at least try and search for materials.
Except Jax, because he can't see anything.
Well, you can go
Stick
with
with
someone. Yeah, you can go with the Human Torch.
Alright.
Who's that?
So do you guys break up the party then and go in two separate ways around the shore, or do you everyone go one way along the shore?
I think we should do 2 different groups. I don't think everyone should do their own thing.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, it's always best to split up the party whenever you're in a spooky area around a spooky pond.
Let's split up, gang.
I was just gonna say,
Search for clues.
Yep. Let's Scooby Doo this
I'll
shit.
take
Yeah.
all the women and
Oh, Fred. Come on, Scoob. Alright. So then who of the party? So then we definitely have you two going together, and then the ladies go as one?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go with Mira.
Yeah, we can go with whoever of the NPCs wants to go with us.
Stool will go with you two.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Shoeshar can only speak to Mira.
Yeah, that's true.
Sareth will go with you guys.
We're gonna get stuck with the twins, aren't we?
Twins are actually gonna split up.
oh, weird.
And Prince Darendale
Which one is with us?
will go with you guys. That is Topsy.
Is that one the boy or the girl?
That
I need to make
Um,
note. Topsy,
Topsy's the girl. And
Topsy,
Pointy is the male deep gnome.
girl.
It also says too. You can
Pointy.
zoom in real close and read all those. Like it says male Quaggoth on Prince Darendale. Stool is Myconoid Sprout.
Stool's picture looks kind of inappropriate.
What?
I'm gonna put that out there.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
understand how Justin's
What?
moving so well around this board.
Yeah.
I this is what I do.
All right. So you guys begin.
I'm just gonna keep messing with everyone else's stuff too.
Yeah, I've noticed. You've definitely thrown your dice over here like 3 times.
You guys all head off into two separate groups then. I want all player characters to make investigation checks.
Alrighty. Yeah, and unless you guys tell me otherwise, I'm mostly just staying near my dice just because it'll take too long for me
Same.
to go back and forth.
Yeah, I try to, but I get antsy.
14.
Investigation is 23.
11.
1 second. 12.
All right. And what was Courtney?
14.
14. All right. So.
What? He just like stole you guys.
Yep.
Something is loading.
Yep.
Oh no.
Everybody ready?
Our group definitely got it.
Oh god.
No,
No,
we're still
no,
on the
I'm not
board,
ready.
so
Oh, it looks so cool!
Oh, we're in the water.
Oh no!
It is. Oh shoot, wrong one.
guys, we found a boat.
2 boats! There are 2 of them!
Who says that? Alright. What makes you think that? You guys are still. You don't see anything right now.
Well, I definitely don't see anything.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly. Alright, so you guys are all coming up along this side where there's still a little bit of squish coming up beneath your feet, and everything is still a good bit squishy. That being said, actually, I apologize, everyone. I'm sure you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm quickly setting up the okay, cool. So that, yeah, cool. You guys quickly find an area where there is you guys find your footsteps in the squishy ground quickly become steps on wooden planks. You guys quickly see the area open up to your right as you come around this corner, and it is still difficult to see. There's dim light being shed out around. In fact, I probably should have done this. In fact, you know what? You know what? I can do this.
Justin, how did you write on your thing? My God.
Oh, you got it. There's a little text thing.
What?
Wait, what happened?
You wrote no
You
girls
didn't.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not allowed.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. Anyone gets that reference?
I think so.
Dang.
Trying to figure out lighting.
I know I saved it.
I thought you were trying to figure out lighting.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
Let me do something real quick here. Cool.
Whoa.
Cool.
All right.
I wonder what's over there.
You don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
I gotta flip it.
Oh, it's like a fog of war setting. That's cool.
Dang it.
Once we get this down, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So this is what you guys can basically see right now. You do sense that there is a little something over to your side as well. You can see a little bit of that. But yeah.
Can I even see it, or no?
Good question. Really,
But you like,
Zash is really the only one who can see a bit more, and what Zash ends up seeing is more so like the entirety of the boat over to like here.
Yeah.
But this is what all the everyone else in the NPCs all see.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I see a boat over there.
I only see, like, something maybe wood. I don't know.
Well, that wood's attached to a boat. Let's go check it out.
I'll
Trust
take
me.
your word for it.
All right.
All right. I can't grab myself.
You guys begin to walk around.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't know why. Two of you got locked. I don't know
There,
how
there we
that
go.
happened. Yeah.
Cool. Do, 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 do,
So a
do.
number of you got locked in the process. But you guys all begin to head on over and... Oh, we lost
Do,
him.
do,
Hold
do,
up.
do.
There you are. What the crap? Why do you think he's... Oh, I see. That's stupid. Okay. Every single time this little cursor is going to cover up one of these players, they will become locked.
Oh
That is
no. That's dumb.
That is. Alright. Oh.
Oh
Bye.
no.
That was fun. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a beautiful time. Alright. Let's rewind time on that one. As it loads and takes a while to... You're kidding me.
How far back did it go?
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Okay. So, nonetheless, while all this is being worked out, you know what? I have decided I hate this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do...
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. We lost some players, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I think we're
missing?
missing an NPC. Let's see who went with you guys.
Okay. Topsy and Turvy we have Prince Darendil. Bupido is not there. That's one.
I think that's the only one who's missing because we had 4 people go with us and they had 3.
So that
'Cause
was
we had
7,
Shushard,
and then
Turvy.
11 total.
I mean Topsy.
Okay. Let me check then.
Yeah.
Okay. Bupido. There he is. Let's scale him up. Eldith Feldrun went with the other groups, same with Jimjar, same with Ron. We have Quagoff, we have Sereth Kazaret, we
Dang it.
have Shushar, Stool, and those
Whatever,
Topsy
it's
and
fine.
Turvy. Cool. Alright. Back to where we were. Just to make things easier. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave everything. Do me a favor, guys. You all have the possibility to I forget where it is. But it's somewhere. Oh wait, maybe I do. Nope. How do we...
Kelly.
Does anyone know how to put on their screen?
What do you mean?
You can... You can put up a screen so that you don't see anything on your screen.
I do not know how to do that.
I forget. Okay. So. You guys come around and you see that there is the boat ahead of you. Coming around to this, it looks pretty okay up ahead of you. It looks pretty fine. You don't really hear anything aside from the constant ocean rush, along with noises of drips and waves. And you hear the constant splash of it up against the posts that are holding the dock in place.
Perception check?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah. 12.
12. You don't see anything right now. Everything looks pretty fair.
Looks good to me, guys.
Now, as you walk
Do
up,
a
there is a obvious on your left, the much more apparent one. You see an obvious ship with a mast and could fit multiple, at least 15 people on it. And then you also see a little dinghy on your right, which could, with a lot more difficulty, maybe fit 8 people.
and there's like 10 of us.
Maybe 11. Maybe 11. You'd really have to push. There are 11 of you.
Okay.
Because I'm actually trying to do the math on the number of seats and stuff here.
Well, I say we take the big one, but should we wait for the ladies and whoever else? I don't remember.
Yeah, I do think that we should wait for everybody else to get here. Or go back and get them. Did they go like the opposite direction as us?
Yeah, we
If
went
they-
the opposite way.
If they were meant to be here, then the gods would have sent them here. The gods have delivered upon us this true escape from our horrible, horrible fate that might be awaiting some, but not us. I vote we go.
Okay, I've got another idea, actually. How about we take both boats, and we can put Boopy on the other one?
I don't mind that idea one bit, says Sereth. I do think, though, that we might want to wait a bit for the other ones. Maybe I could, or maybe some group of us could take the small dinghy and go find the others.
I don't think we should separate further.
Yeah, I don't think we should separate much more than we have. Maybe all of us take the small one and go find them.
But then what if something happens to the other one while we're gone?
We still have the small one.
It's not gonna fit everyone.
I heard from above that it may fit all of us.
They just need to know that we found something in this direction.
Why don't we take the big one to go find them? We can just pick them up on the way.
I feel like the smaller one would be easier to navigate. I don't know.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
I'm not a captain of a ship. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, does any of us know how to sail?
I did not take the sailor background.
I feel like if anyone would know, it might be Shushar, but after all, he's a fish, so he might have no need for it. Nonetheless, it will
That's
be
pretty
more difficult to
stereotypical.
handle that big ship, and we should probably just use the small one and go find them.
I agree.
I mean, ultimately, I'm gonna go with the group because I'm not. I hate this water, but I don't like the idea of a smaller boat.
Just so long as we can go. I'm missing Topsy.
Y'all's relationship is unhealthy.
Alright, well. I think it's rather decided. Sarah says, just getting into the boat and taking a seat.
I follow him up there.
I guess it is.
Alright. You guys go and find the others. Try to. You guys stick to the shore as much as possible, I'm guessing, along
Yeah.
this side here. Oh, jeez. I want everyone to make a survival check.
7.
Okay. $15. Nice. Oh, but Courtney and
All the group.
yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't need to make one because we're not sailing at the moment.
Brandon, what was yours?
Hang on, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I feel like it's not good. That is a 3.
Woof.
I don't like this virtual dice system here. It's not.
Yeah, now that we have a map, I'm just going back to my old dice.
Also, just to let you know,
That's probably a good idea.
just to let you know, are you using a laptop, Brandon?
I'm using my Mac desktop.
Okay. What you do then is you click on it, and you move your mouse back and forth, and then let go, and that's how you roll.
Okay.
So like 18, and that's like.
Or just drop it into the tower.
Yeah, I've been doing it, and
That
I've been
too.
dropping my dice in the tower.
That too, but I also found your D100 off to the side as well, and I don't know if that was really intentional. All right.
Oh yeah, I was trying to throw it at Justin.
All right.
Oops.
Rude.
Hey, you don't know what's been going on over here.
Oh my
Gotta play with your
gosh.
dice tower.
All right. You guys are able to, despite most things, it is actually Sereth who's able to more so keep you guys on track and make sure that you guys get exactly where it is that you need to go as you guys ship out around and continue along the path, as Sereth has really great dark vision, being a drow. He's able to keep you up along the shoreline, and sure enough, in time, you guys come across the rest of the group, tell them exactly what it is that you found, and you all begin to head back.
To the big boat?
Yep.
So are they sailing and we're just walking along
You
the
guys-
shore?
Yep, you guys are just now coming in. They're finishing up docking their little dinghy.
Gross.
And, and yeah, you all come in.
Hmm.
Immediately go over to the other bigger boat where I feel safe.
All right, do me a favor.
Oh god.
Make an.
I was gonna take the time to do like a better perception check, but then you guys wanted to go on the small boat.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
19.
19. Nice. Alright, you begin to walk up the steps of the boat, but once you get to this top step, your foot for a second gets caught on this little wire. As you're able to quickly move your foot back out of the way and not trip it, you tumble forward and land back up on your feet.
Yeah.
You did not trip the trap, but you definitely are aware that there is one now.
All right, guys, be careful. Someone did not want anyone else on this boat.
Topsy! As he goes.
Aww. I'm gonna
Dude,
go ahead and head over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to the boat.
Alright, I will move you since the two of you are using one.
And while everyone else is getting on the boat, I want to use the Wand of Secrets to see if there's any other traps.
Ah. Good.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to go ahead?
Take a look.
Do you want me to go ahead and disarm this one?
Yes, please.
All right, I'll use my thieves.
Traps or secret doors, by the way.
Yes.
Is it okay if I use my real dice?
Yeah, Yeah.
Or would you rather
sure.
me use my digital one?
For sure, you can.
Okay, cool. Let me do a little moving around real quick. I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
I usually do all this before my mic comes on.
I mean, one of those must have been a D20.
Yeah, I was unloading all my dice.
I mean,
Okay, so let me
a
see.
natural 20.
No, but fairly high on all of them. Okay, let's see. My Thieves' Tools is Dex plus proficiency, doubled because I'm expertise in it. I think that's how it is. Expertise, yes. Okay, so it's going to be 18 plus 6. So
Wow.
24 on the trap.
Very expertly, you dink, cut it and are able to hold on to the 2 bits of the wire to the point where you're able to pull it out a little bit more and lift up the little mechanism up off the wire. As you let go and allow it to retract, it has been successfully disarmed. You can see that.
Is it salvageable? Can it be reused?
There's nothing to be salvaged from it really, but the mechanism that the wire was leading to leads down below deck behind these barrels here. And with your wand, you are able to find out that there is another trap close by.
I mean, it points in the direction.
Actually. Oh, shit. Yes, it does. There is another trap. I'm trying to do something real quick here, though. You guys, compared to this. There we go.
Well, that's emasculating.
Where is it? Yeah, okay. Then it points you over, and you see, it makes it glow, right?
The wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you.
Okay, it points you in this direction.
Okay. Hey, princess, there's another one on the boat over here.
All right.
You want to take care of it for us?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alrighty. That's another 18 on the die.
Okay,
Plus
yeah.
1, 19.
You see a very similar wire type mechanism set up between the mast and the whatchamacallit?
Side of the
ship.
boat.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and disarm it. Good lord. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's 17.
17. Yep. You successfully once again.
What?
And, another mechanism that leads below deck.
Now I gotta get below deck to figure out what all this shit is.
All right.
Were there any? Oh yeah, it only does the nearest one. Dang it! I was gonna ask if there was any secret doors. But...
Can I also, since I know his thing only works once, can I go ahead and make a sweep around to see if I find any more traps?
Yeah. What
doors.
are you looking for in particular aside from traps? Like, where are you looking at?
Well, where were the other 2 traps located? Like, were they close to the ground, or?
They have been like right by your feet, where you where your shin or between your shin and your foot would end up tripping it. First on the stairs, second between the mast and the walls.
I'm gonna look for more traps of a similar nature.
All right, you look along posts, things like that. You don't see any there. At least nothing up above deck. Yeah, as you
Okay.
sweep the top deck, everything else looks clear.
Do I find a door to below deck?
You do. There's a little right where this just past beyond the mast where there's a little that little black mark on the thing that's sort of like a handle. Some things are
Okay.
covering it up. You can move them aside.
Can I check the area surrounding the door for traps or the door for traps? If I know
Yes.
there aren't any traps around there?
It has a lock and stuff. Yes, you can check. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Alright. That is 16.
16. You can tell that this door is trapped as well.
Is it locked and trapped or just trapped?
That's the door itself is not locked, but the trap is locked. So you can unlock the trap and then open it, you know? So it's like there is no actual lock on this door, but the lock hole, the keyhole for the lock is set up for the mechanism.
Alright. Well, I guess I can attempt to... So it would be first to open it and then disarm it, right?
It'd just be lock picking, because you're just trying to pick that lock, and once you do, it's disarmed.
Alright, Alright, everyone. I suggest standing back for the moment. Don't want anyone else to get hurt if this goes south. I suggest
See
everyone...
if we're gonna move Delilah there.
And by that, I mean off the boat, Zash. Just in case there are explosives. I'm just expecting the worst.
Feel safer in the boat.
14 plus 6, so 20 total.
Very well done. Wow.
Oh my god.
You successfully... And you can now open up this below deck hatch, and as you open it up, you see where all these traps were leading to. You just see barrels and loose gunpowder.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
I knew
Below
it.
deck. I mean, beyond, you see some barrels of other things, but for the most part, a lot of below deck is just full of all sorts of gunpowder.
I have good news and bad news.
Let's get the
Good
bad
news
out of the way.
is there's a lot of shit down here. Bad news is, Zash, you're gonna have to stay on the dinghy.
Ah, dingy.
Yeah, there's black powder down here. We're not touching that. At least you're not.
Like, as a fire genasi, he can control his fire too.
I don't want to take any chances.
That's true.
That's pretty prejudiced of you, but I'll stay up here, I guess. You better bring me back something nice, though.
Sure.
Can I empty my water skin and fill it with some black powder?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh god.
I definitely do that.
Alright.
Can I take a look and see what else is down here? Since I'm the first one over.
Yep. As you begin to search through it, and in fact,
Oh,
who will go with you? Oh my gosh, yes. Topsy and Turvy just want to stick together, so they're gonna go with you on the dinghy.
I'm on the big boat.
Big boat.
Shusharthi awake and will lead us all in there. Alright.
I'm gonna be very careful around that black powder.
Yeah, for sure. As you guys, who asked me what else they could search for?
I asked to search below deck.
Okay.
Can I assist her in searching?
Yeah. You guys can search.
Do you want us to roll or?
Yeah, investigation checks.
Okay.
Just 2 individual or 1 with advantage?
2 individual.
Okay. I got 14.
Okay.
I got 13.
13. You guys find a good number of pieces of additional zirkwood. In fact, the entire ship is made up of zirkwood, but you find just lumber pieces of zirkwood. You find things like the common water orbs that you guys have been seeing filling up one of the barrels. All sorts of other funguses as well that you guys have not really, some that you have seen, some that you have not, including one just like a barrel of what looks like tongues, small
Like animal
mushrooms filling
tongues?
up.
Or.
They look very similar to human tongues. They just look like
Oh.
tongues. Yeah, it's disgusting. Um, and other things like Trilomac, blue cap, barrel stock, and all the things that you guys have come across throughout here, and what you guys know is edible. You do find a good 20 days rations for everyone.
Nice.
Thanks.
For all together, yeah. What else would you
Well, I turn to Mira and I say, I think we should try and sell a lot of this stuff once we get to Sloop to Doop Doop.
I think it was Sloob Blue Dot.
Sloob Bloop Dop?
It's Sloob Bloop Dot.
Yep, Sloob Bloop Dop.
Or... Okay. Yeah, that might be good, just because there's more than enough food for everyone for the remainder of the trip. Can I see if there are any more, like, is there anything else besides just the basic supplies? Or I probably don't want well enough for that.
Nothing that really stands to get your attention. A lot of this is barrels. And again, as you search through these, you find a lot more gunpowder barrels too. Most of them tend to be huddled up in certain locations around sort of actually it's each one has like hanging down from it the wires that you saw, and then dangling 2-foot mushroom with that's just like hanging down into the gunpowder.
I have 2 questions.
Hmm.
One, are there firearms in this universe?
You guys have not seen anything of the liking so far.
Okay, I just want to know if we would like actually know what gunpowder was, just based on that.
Yeah,
Bombs.
Gunpowder has still been created. Bombs are very common. I shouldn't say common, but to non-magic using creatures, gunpowder is the next most available way to fight with fears. And dramatically. Guns themselves, you've heard a little bit maybe of things more so coming from Thornapple, and which is the big dwarven sort of steampunk type city that you've heard stories about people using gunpowder to make their own sorts of projectiles as opposed to common explosions.
Yeah, I probably would have done my research on them.
Probably.
And my follow question is, could I in any way salvage some of the wire and maybe some of the wood and make a garrote wire?
Garrote wire? What's that?
It's pretty much like a piece of wire tied to 2 anchors that you use to strangle people.
Ah. Hey, I can certainly try. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Okay.
It's awesome and terrifying.
It's gonna be an 18 total.
18. Yeah. You make a pretty good piano wire.
Murder machine.
Yeah.
I think I'm spelling that correctly.
Now everyone begins to set sail.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Are we getting back on the big boat?
You're not getting anywhere near the big boat.
We're only taking one boat.
How long would it take us to like remove these barrels from the boat?
Say
But we
better. Sorry.
we
about
could
an hour.
sell this stuff though.
I know we could, but also, is it really safe to have 3 people on a tiny boat?
Creep, 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 creep.
Fine, but he has to stay above deck.
I love these. Your guys' were the headers that you all put down. I love
What are you talking about?
Oh, that was
Oh,
all
that was just
Justin.
trash.
Oh wait, what happened? I've just been looking at the map.
Well, you guys were
I haven't seen
playing
my-
around under deck. I wrote some stuff down.
Oh my god.
All right. So you
Jack's
guys
all
empty
trained,
them
good
all
lord.
off then?
Princess in the Mood.
Did you guys dump everything?
Oh,
Wait,
I'm not that volatile, guys. You can
No,
leave
not
it.
we'll
dump
keep-
everything, but
Yeah, I'd rather keep it on just because we could
wanna
be on
sell
a
it.
trading ship that got abandoned.
Plus, we might need them as weapons.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
Like,
feel
if another ship comes up, we can throw those overboard, and I can actually set them on fire.
right.
Those are pretty good bombs at sea.
So to make sure it doesn't get the actual powder doesn't get wet, otherwise it'll be kind of useless.
You could just put a barrel floating behind you and then like pursuing
Yeah.
ships.
Yep.
Yeah. Or hit it with fire while it's still in the air. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you need something really strong to launch it.
You mean like me?
While I'm on the ship, can I see if there are any like discernible marks to maybe like tell if it was a trader ship, if it had any certain affiliations?
Good question. Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Actually, I'm gonna do that for someone else too.
It's not very good. That's a 10.
All right.
Would the Drow know anything about this?
Oh, okay. You can ask him.
Can't remember his name.
It
Seraph?
says it on it. Yeah, Seraph Kazaret.
Seraph. Okay. Seraph.
Yes.
No? Do you know anything about these ships?
Not about this one, no. We Drow tend to want to stay away from the Darklake.
So it's nothing that they would have used at the prison, or
No. This does not belong to any Drow soldiers or anything of the like. We sort of have a treaty set up with the people of the Koatoa civilization. As he looks over to Shushar, who's still, as always, walking around in a big circle, just non-stop in a fast-paced shuffle with his arms down to his sides, just walking in a circle. He looks
Well, it sounds
over
like we're
and-
just robbing strangers then. No problem, right?
They could already be dead.
They probably are.
Nonetheless, this is their territory, as you can guess, them being fish people, and we try our best to stay out of it, as he looks at Mike.
Hey, Shushar.
Yes. We can walk over. And then
Is this boat, one of your people's boat?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
What I'm asking, I don't know much about your culture. Do you,
She's about to be
Koatoa,
racist.
I
Get ready.
believe?
I am Koatoa.
Do you
I am
mostly...
Shushar, the awakened, and I must get back to my people, the other Koatoa, to tell them what I have learned.
Okay, I just wanted to know if the Koatoa often use boats like these and trap them with explosives.
As we have evolved, we have become more reliant on vessels and not just our ability to swim. It is possible, but we don't really use explosives as much.
I feel really bad for saying this. Can I do an insight check on him?
Yep, for sure.
Because just this boat having explosives on it is kind of making me kind of iffy. No. That's a 9.
All right. He's telling the truth.
All right.
Now, so you guys didn't toss all the barrels.
I don't think we tossed anything.
So Kazera suggests that we take a bit of time then to move all the barrels to maybe the bottom front of the ship, so that like they're all in one spot, and then we could just really keep Zash away from that spot, and then put all the food and stuff more so toward the back area.
That sounds good to me.
Be a very concentrated area, though, if something did happen.
Yeah.
Be a very big boom.
It would, but this way all it takes is one spark in any spot of the ship, and then the whole thing goes up.
The whole thing's gonna go up regardless.
What's that supposed to mean?
Delilah the Destroyer. She just drops a torch.
You guys have fun with all that. And he kicks back and just lays against a sandbag.
Nice.
Like, you don't want me to help? I'll just chill.
Alright, so you guys officially begin to set sail then?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Who's captaining?
Oh gosh, who has the most naval expertise?
Shushar the Awakened is by the stern, walking around in his, sorry, not the stern, by the mast. The
Helm?
Helm, thank you. Ready to help navigate with whoever is gonna take it. But he's also walking in circle as always.
Okay, well, I'm up to, like, navigate or whatever.
But do you have experience navigating?
I think I
don't think you did.
Here's a favor.
90% sure.
I don't think anyone took the sailor background, so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope.
I spent most of my time in churches.
What kind of proficiency do you need for that?
Huh?
Like to sail, I mean.
I think I grew up on port, but I don't remember if I did or not.
It's survival.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. That's not my thing.
Yeah, I have like +1 to survival, so.
Alright.
Same.
Delilah? What's Delilah have?
+1.
All three of us sail together, making it +3.
Alright, I feel like since Courtney said Delilah was up for it, Delilah's
Yes.
the one who
Great.
takes the helm.
Don't kill us.
Does she get help because Shushar is with her?
Do me a favor. Go ahead and roll survival check with advantage.
It's natural 20 +1.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay. You guys set sail.
Nice.
Yeah. Sweet. Cool.
The boat starts flying.
That's it. Ooh.
Anyone know any good sea shanties?
Nope.
Trick question because I know a couple, but I don't remember all the words.
There's one we listened to in Ireland. I can't remember what it is right now, though. Some of the Dubliners. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't like most of the ones I know aren't necessarily shanties, but just like folk songs.
While we're sailing, I want to pull Mira aside and talk to her.
Which part of the ship? The part where there's the boom or no?
Wherever is the least amount of others.
That'd probably be where the boom is. Bless you.
Thanks. Sorry.
That's just chilling in the back.
Oh wow, that's confusing. Okay.
I think I'm locked. Shoot.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Thank you.
Yep.
That's not very safe.
That's. There we
There we
go.
go. Wait, dude, I'm like, nah. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
We're talking from a visual standpoint.
Am I good to like have my conversation, or did you want to?
Yeah, go ahead and have your conversation. You're successfully underway, and Delilah is leading you in what seems and feels like the very right direction. But
Okay.
you guys have about time is just moving rather slowly as you guys drift, and you're moving at about a pace of about a mile an hour, just drifting along.
Wait, how
There's,
exactly are we moving?
with the current. There's
Okay.
if you guys put down the sails, nothing happens. There's no wind to blow the sails, but you guys just get drifted along with the current, and Delilah is able to successfully use that to get it where in the direction that you guys are trying to go.
Well, I started
What's up,
talking to
Jack?
Mira.
Oh.
I know I haven't brought much attention to it throughout our travels, but after the whole incident in the basement, I just was wondering what the deal with Cabal and your vendetta against the Drow is all about.
I don't Oh, no, you finished.
No, you.
Oh. I don't necessarily have anything against Drow, per se. I have... Well, from what most people tell me, they're not very trustworthy. Most of them worship dark deities. But there was someone I was trying to find while I was in Silent Drew. A K. Flynn, that's all I really had to go on. He was going to poison some actual good leaders in the Citadel. So I just wanted to make that stop.
And you don't know if that was who you actually killed, or if it was anyone
No
in the
earthly
prison.
clue.
Okay.
No earthly clue. And who knows, it could have just been a pseudonym. It might not even have been a real name of anyone. But we did find poison, and we know where it is. So
Did.
when we get out of here, we can alert someone, I guess.
Or we might have to go back and take care of it ourselves.
Maybe. Who knows? If we have to outsource, I'd rather outsource.
Well, I like to handle things myself, make sure the job gets done right.
Fair enough.
But
I actually
That was all I
wanted to
was-
ask you.
Mhm.
Have you been okay lately? You've been really kind of tired. Are you getting enough rest?
now that it seems we might be out of here, I'll let you know. I just didn't want to worry you while we were stuck in the caverns. I had a very strange dream, and it haunted me for a few nights in there. At one point, it awoke me, and I became paralyzed for a few moments, and I just didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if it was due to the person who murdered the others in that group, or if it was just something else. I don't know. I just know that something paralyzed me. It wasn't fear. It wasn't just,
Hmm.
I don't know. Zash tried to see if there was any magic being used and couldn't sense anything. And I feel okay now.
Jam, would I? All right, Jam, would I know any? Like, would any of this like ring any bells? Like a weird dream, paralyzing, that sort of thing.
For your character, I would say no.
All right.
You can make a history check still for me.
Okay. That's not very good. 11.
Okay. No.
Well, speaking of, maybe it was due to murderers, we probably still have one in our midst. That's kind of unsettling, especially with the black powder downstairs.
Yeah, Zash thought maybe it had something to do with that, but I honestly don't think so. My dream felt very real and very dark. There's tentacles flying around and caged me. To control
No, I believe
my
you
body.
on that. It's just there's a more what's the word, mortal problem that we might have.
Maybe.
Now we have 2 problems. Hopefully yours will get resolved.
Hopefully.
We'll figure out who killed those 2, because I don't think their companions did.
I don't know. I think it may have been somebody in the group. Our group.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that everyone is acting suspicious.
The only ones I know it couldn't have been were us 3.
Well, and maybe Stool.
Maybe
I'm Stool. He's just standing right by you guys.
Jeez! Oh god!
I am Stool. As he begins to walk away.
Well, shit.
On this boat.
Is there anything
So
else
you
you
just
wanted to
have
talk
that conversation.
about, or?
No. That was all.
Alright, is there anything else you told Zash and didn't tell me?
No.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
That is 19.
Go ahead and make a deception check then for us, Brandon.
5.
The paladin cannot lie.
Yeah.
I don't think I did. I don't remember everything I told Zash.
You, it seemed like you mostly had everything. I don't think... Forgive me if I'm wrong, because I was setting something up. Did you mention how you were, like, paralyzed and stuff like that?
Yep.
Okay.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her that I was like trapped in a cage inside my mind.
Yep. You can tell them that, he seemed pretty straight on up forward. He's a paladin.
All right,
He does not
just-
lie.
He's George Washington.
But with better teeth.
Alright, Jax, but if this stuff happens again, let me know. I might be a paranoid wreck all the time, but I would be less of a paranoid wreck if you were upfront with me.
I will. It was just the situation we were in. I just wanted to make sure we got out and worried about everybody else first.
All right.
At this point, you
Back
hear,
up.
"Oh no! What are you doing? Hold on!" As you guys quickly get thrusted forward as the ship suddenly comes to a complete stop as it hits a few very, very hidden stones and rocks. The ship gets lodged up in between the two, as in between them, as the bow begins to angle upward from the momentum of the current. It gets uplifted a good bit. You guys are currently stuck in this position, and you begin to hear the water moving around you a bit more readily. Even the current that was moving you wasn't this excited.
This can't be good.
Oh shit.
I want everyone to make a perception check, as you guys are all mesmerized by this sound and want to investigate it further. You look overboard.
Does Jax have any light?
I rolled a 17, but
10.
Oh no, this is not good.
And I can't start a fire
4.
right now, so...
4.
All right.
I don't see anything.
What was Courtney?
12.
12. And you rolled a 10. What was your total?
My total was
Sorry, 17. You rolled a 17, Brandon. What was your total?
well, I rolled a 16 plus 1, 17.
17, gotcha. With a total of 17, everyone's looking overboard and just staring down at the deep, dark water. And maybe it's just the, well, real quick, let's rewind time a bit, because this is a bit weird. Did you guys do anything after Zash turned out his flame in order to better see?
I don't think I did anything.
Yeah, all I know, like, pretty much everybody has dark vision besides me.
Yeah.
But I have that glowing powder veil around my neck, not that I think it does much.
That's what I was thinking too, but you guys didn't light any torches or use anything else to give a bit of light?
No, the whole point was fire.
Yeah, I know. So I
Yeah, we wouldn't.
see. So it's still incredibly dim for you to see anything. You can hardly even see the edge of the boat, but luckily, due to the powder hanging from your neck, you're able to see a good bit in front of your face. And as you're looking down, it lights up the water enough so that you can see your reflection, your face in the water. Until you realize it's not your face. When suddenly, bursting out of the water, are two water-formed creatures with their own faces, with their own limbs and arms, as they're just flowing up, swaying water, constantly moving around them and forming what it is that they are. But the faces begin to look a bit more gnarled, more like a snake than anything else.
Sweet.
Cool looking pawns.
Jax, I want you to go ahead and roll initiative.
Crap. Okay. Rolled 17, minus 1, 16.
Alright.
You have -1 to your initiative?
Yep.
Oh no.
Never even knows that. Alright. Do me a favor. It burst out of the water. What would you like to do?
And these seem hostile. Like they're not.
It's flowing. The water itself is constantly dripping, but it comes up and it turns from your reflection and your dragonborn face with the elongated snout into a elongated snout of a serpent kind of head with whiskers of water that flow behind it with scales or center ridge that goes up along, made all out of water, along the back of the creature, and just these dark eyes, even darker than the entire area itself. It looks terrifying.
All right. So I cast command and tell it to freeze.
All right.
Like turn to ice.
That
Well,
is a
however it decides to
save.
do it.
What is that a save of?
Wisdom save of 12.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do. Oh god, I was about to sneeze, but then it stopped. Which, in my opinion, is even worse. All right.
Oh yeah, it's worse.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll that then. A save of wisdom of 12. It succeeds.
God dang it.
So you hold out your hand at this creature that just came up as it. The mixture of this hissing noise with the constant dripping just of its form down and this constant flowing water. You hold out your hand and hold out your palm trying to cast that spell, but unfortunately it has no effect as the spell tries to invoke around the serpent's head. He just quickly sways back and forth to the point where it can't successfully hit him.
Okay.
Affect him.
I want to use like my bonus action to just yell to everybody else.
Okay.
And I don't know what these are, but to me, they sort of look like water elementals. So I just yell water elementals.
All right. Good. That is it for your turn. Now I want everyone to roll initiative.
20.
2.
11.
Hold up real quick. Zash was 20. Brandon, what did you have originally?
16.
16. 12 was Delilah.
No, 2.
2. So close. And 11 for Mira.
Yes, and I have to step out real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, and let me just get the rest of these NPCs going. Alright, so let's see, I have Bupido, Prince Darendil, Topsy Turvy, Stool, Shushar, and the last one is Seraph. Alright. Sashmar's up. What would he like to do?
All right. The one on the left side that's closer to me, I want to hit with Chill Touch.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack cast.
Nice. 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
7 damage. Not bad. Not bad at all.
And then I will move back. I guess I can just move myself. Distance is hard to tell, but
Yep.
I don't imagine there's a lot of... Probably nothing on this boat is outside of our movement range.
Oh, shoot. That is a small problem. I could do this, theoretically, to try and help us see just a tad bit better. Nope. Never mind. The grid won't show up, I guess.
I'm back. Sorry.
Hello, no worries. We're good.
You
Did I
can't
miss
move
anything?
the grid up? No, I did some damage.
Oh, you did? Did you fire damage?
This is a custom
Awesome.
table, which I really should have not have
No.
done to begin with. So the grid is not showing up, and then that on top of it, the picture it wouldn't show up on that anyway. All right. Next is yeah. You did 7 damage and moved. Did you want to do anything else?
Is it possible to do a perception check? Or, like, insight? I want to find out if they're undead.
Undead.
Or, like, what they are, basically.
Yeah. I will let you choose which one's higher, nature or arcana.
Okay.
But they're both intelligence, so unless...
I will do Arcana then,
All right.
and that's a 12.
As a 12. You can tell that they are not undead.
Okay. That's good enough.
In fact, no, as well as being a fire genasi, you can tell that they are elementals.
Okay.
For sure. Next up is Jax again.
All right.
Oh, wait, real quick, sorry. It's difficult to tell because of this. Actually, next up is Turvy.
Okay.
So Turvy is going to come up. He's going to come up and he's like, I really had it with all these dangerous creatures. And he's going to try to, he's actually going to, he's not going to run up completely. He's going to change into his, were-rat form immediately after saying that. And he is now a were-rat. But that is his action. So he's going to stay there a bit. And now it is, Jax.
Okay. Is Zash within 60 feet of me?
Yeah. For
I think
sure.
this
In
whole
fact,
boat's probably 60 feet.
just to be, yeah. I'd say that this
Okay.
boat is about 60 feet. 50 just to be.
Okay. Alright, then for my bonus action, I'm going to use Shield of Faith on Zash,
Actually, we'll say it's 90 feet down. Alright.
Oh, thanks.
which will give him +2 to his AC.
Sweet.
Just, water and fire don't mix, so...
Appreciate you.
And I'm going to swing at this guy.
Alright. That was a bonus action to cast that then, right?
Yep.
Cool. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Alright.
And this is not the guy that Zash hit, correct? It's the other guy.
Yeah. That's 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 8 damage.
8 damage. Nicely done. Alright. Would you like to move?
No, I'm going to stay right there.
Alright. Next up then is Pupido. Now Pupido is going to run up very confidently And Bupito's just, without saying a word, he's just gonna attack this guy. He has all the faith that nothing can go wrong with this. Alright. He is going to use his hooked short spear and attack with +2 to that. 16 hits. So with his hooked short spear, or -1. Alright, 3 damage dealt to the first one. And that does 3d. Oh, I should say. Oh. Oh wait, real quick. What did you do to the elemental by chance?
Who?
Brandon.
I swung my greatsword at him.
And you did 8 damage?
Mhm.
Okay. It hurt the elemental, but not as much as you would think it would.
Yeah, I kind of assumed, but
Okay. Next, so Pepito did all that, and that's all that happened, though, and he was a bit surprised by the fact that, he was not able to just trip this water elemental. He's a bit sad about that. But really no one else was surprised. Next is 15... Sereth Kazaret. Let's see. Sereth Kazaret's gonna cast Fairy Fire again for the day. Yeah. He's going to move over here, aim toward those guys, and try and cast it. Now let me just check the spell casting. Dang, again, a sneeze that did not sneeze. Okay. Spell. Okay, is this spell save? I forget. Dexterity saving throw, yeah. So they're going to make their dex saving throws. Because it is enough to light them up. In fact, though, it would light you guys up as well. So that's 18 for the first one, who definitely succeeds. 6, so that one does not succeed. This one here. And that would mean that the way he does it would be like that. And so I would say Delilah and Turvy are out of the way. But Shushar, Bubido, Topsy, Prince Darendelle, and Stool all need to make saving rolls. So let's start with Stool. He does not make his. Darendelle definitely does not make his. Wow. Alright. Topsy does not make his, or Turby, whichever one. Alright, that's some good news. Bupito makes his, and Shushar makes his. So, right now the fairy fire is on this water. Stool. Prince Darendel. Topsy, and that's it. Alright, that's it for them. That was for 14. Next up is
Would Jax have been caught in that?
Prince Darendel. Oh, yes, thank you. I was just looking at all the things. Brandon, can you do me a favor and roll a dexterity check for me?
Would it be a check or saving throw?
Yeah, saving throw.
2.
You are lit
Sorry.
up with this blue glow as well. Oop.
Sorry, Jax.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. Next up is going to be Prince
Alright.
Darendel, though, who's going to make his attack. Any attack roll against the affected creature. Actually, I need to check something, too. Okay. No, it definitely affects the water elementals. Prince Darendel, as a Kragoth, is going to go ahead and do his claw attack, though. He's going to do his multi-attack, claw attack. So he's going to run up to this one and do 2 attacks with his claws. Oh, no, that's... There we go. Alright, that one definitely hits. And that one hits. 6 and 4 is a total of 10 to this guy here, and that's Prince Darendel's turn. Who is next? I believe it is this water's turn. What it's going to do is going to come up and try to attack you, Jax. What size are you considered?
Medium, I think.
Medium. Okay. Good, good, good. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. He's going to come up and try and come at you, but unfortunately you dodge perfectly out of its way, and he is now right up here, right in between everyone, as he completely misses with a natural 1.
Do I get an attack of opportunity or no? Because like, did he leave my melee
he's
range
still
at
in
all?
your melee range.
Okay.
I would think that maybe in the sometimes you might get an attack of opportunity, but this one I would say that he hasn't really. Yeah, he certainly hasn't left your range, and this
Okay.
doesn't really call for that kind of bonus, because his plus bonus to hit was still pretty good. So even though it was a natural 1, it was still pretty high. That wasn't too much of a. I wouldn't give him too much of a disadvantage.
Sure.
That being said, it is the end of his turn, and it is now Mira's turn.
Okay, first thing, I apologize if you heard any sirens. That was me.
No worries.
Yeah. And I have a quick question. If I were to say go down the hatch and get to the explosive barrels, how much movement would that hypothetically take?
Oh, I thought you meant actually if you were to say that out loud.
No,
Um,
it's a GM question.
Yep. No, I know, but the way you said it, if I were to say go down the hatch, like telling someone that, I thought you meant.
No.
That would go down the hatch and get to the explosives.
Yes.
From here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 to get to the hatch. And then 30 to get back down there. So
The
you'd have to
explosives?
dash, and then for a bonus action, you could pick it up.
All right. As my free action, I'm going to say, Sereth, give me a hand. And I'm going to use my movement to get to the hatch.
Bloop.
Use my cunning action, which is a bonus action, to get to the explosives
Okay.
as a rogue.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and grab, or at least try and start getting a barrel back towards the hatch.
What exactly is cunning action by chance?
Cunning action, let me read it out loud. See if I wrote it down. I can use a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. It's a roguish thing.
Yeah.
You get it at level 2.
Can't anyone
So I
use
can
a
either use
bonus
it to
action
dash? No, you have to use a full action to do that. Normally.
Gotcha. Yep. You are right. So you still have your action then. Gotcha.
Yes, I still have my action.
And you're gonna use your action then to pick up the barrel?
Or at least try and start, like, I don't think I can pick it up, but I want to try and, like, start rolling it back towards the hatch.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
And I do have that ring of power, so
You do?
it'll be just a straight roll.
Yep.
Thankfully. Ooh, 19!
19.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but you are able to lift it up off the ground and carry it.
Well, I was thinking of maybe just rolling it.
You still just want to roll it? Fair enough. You can roll it all the way back to the ladder then. Like, it's ahead of you. You, like, sort of just turned it on its side and kicked it forward and rolled all the way over to the ladder.
Did it stop at the ladder?
Yeah, it bumped into the ladder and came to a halt.
Okay. I guess that's my turn.
Alright. Let's just, bloop, do that, because you're underground.
You can just see my feet.
Yep.
That's cool.
Where is she? Bloop. Alright. Next turn, that was 11. Shushar the Awakened is also up. He is trying to... Yeah, him just knowing what he knows. He's just gonna stay there. He's gonna begin to walk circles around the water elemental and actually get over there. Next up then, Sarah went, Prince Darendel went, Jax went, Lupita went, that guy went. Alright, so Topsy, actually, yeah, Topsy's up. Is this one. He is also going to change into his were-rat form. And that is it for his turn. However, it is now this guy's turn. He's seeing the two people in front of him. He is definitely going to want to attack this vicious-looking ape kind of creature. He is going to make an attack as well. Alright. I not king the dice so much, but he as well completely misses and goes wide while trying to attack the Quaggoth. But he also ended up moving onto the boat as well. In fact, Upido gets an attack of opportunity as he missed on that one. Upido is going to use his bow. That's what I'm doing. Sorry guys, I'm just quickly pulling up Bupido's stuff again. Yeah, he's gonna make an attack with that. What was the roll? That hits. 1d8. Wow. Doing 10, which is 5 piercing damage to this water form. Cool. Next up, then, I believe it's Delilah.
I want to come up and attack the one that's on my right.
All right, with your mace.
My mace, yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage on that. Or attack, I mean, sorry.
Yep.
6. Oh wait.
Then plus your, I think yours is 4.
Yeah, so 20.
20. Nice. 20 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
3.
3.
Yeah.
All right. That was that guy.
Yeah, you don't have any like real attack spells, do you? Fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
You
goes
successfully hit him,
trigger
but
hit.
there's a bit of resistance as the mace comes down, swinging through its watery form. But it still continues on its way and hits the ground, not being as effective as you might hope. Now back up at the... Oh, nope, not quite the top of the initiative. It is now Stool's turn, whose Stool is going to promptly go as far away from all this as he can. Alright. Just begins to lumber over. Alright, back up at top of the initiative. It is Zash.
All right. I'm going to go. Where am I? There I am. I'm going to go after the same one I hit last time. So on the left,
Okay.
and hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Maybe force damage will knock him apart.
Hopefully. Go ahead and roll that attack.
20.
20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Six.
Alright.
Not terrible.
To this guy here. Alright.
And I'll stay back where I am.
And you're going to stay where you are. It does push him a good bit back as well, making it so that now the Quaggoth has an attack of opportunity, which
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that as an attack of opportunity he does not have multi-attack, correct? It just says that Quaggoths make 2 claw attacks. So I guess he does have both of them. Alright, he's gonna make his 2 attacks then. Ah, that was close to being 2. But 17 hits. Well, and a total of 11 does not hit. Yeah, so the first one hits. The damage then for the claw attack is a d6 plus 3. Alright, 5. Okay. So that is it, correct, for your turn, Zash? Is that all, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay. Then next up is... Cool. It is, finally Turby's turn. Now, being a were-rat, this should go well. I hope. He is going to make a multi-attack as well. One of them being a bite, another one trying to be a with a short sword. Yep. So he's gonna swing his sword at this watery form. Wow. Alright, 22 hits. And then the bite does not... Oh, wait. Never mind. The bite hits. Alright, so the first one... I apologize, guys. I'm trying to do math and stuff. It's probably not very exciting with all these NPCs. But again, here's hoping we get some of them killed.
I'm waiting.
Yep.
Preferably the murderer.
So dealing a total... Alright. A total of 5 damage to that water form. Next up then on the numbers goes to Jax.
Alright. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Divine Smite.
Alright.
Which what's that?
Yeah, go ahead and give us a synopsis of Divine Smite.
Okay, that gives me an extra 2d8 radiant damage on my attacks.
Nice.
And unfortunately that drops the Shield of Faith on Zash,
Oh man.
but I think this is more important right now.
2
And-
radiant.
I swing at the water elemental in front of me.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack swing.
That is 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage as well as 2d8 radiant.
Regular damage. That's 12 radiant damage.
How
Dang.
much regular?
What did it? 6.
6 regular damage and 12 radiant. That's a
Mhm.
total of 15 damage. Very well done on that one.
Nice.
As you swing up you get ready, and by preparing a little incantation on your sword, looking at this great sword before you take it, it glows with a heavenly light as you swing it down through this watery form, and most of the time the water just moved out of the way with your last swing. this time you actually see the water begin to evaporate with that slash, burning it
Yeah,
right
I do.
off.
Yeah.
That is an excellent job. Next up will be Bubido. Bubido, once again, he is the fate of the goats on this side. And Bubido will stay where he is, though, and he will make a crossbow attack.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, sorry. He's gonna make a crossbow attack against the one that Jax just hit. Bubido is going to end up... Yep, that freaking hits. Well done, Bubido. Very near critical. It is going to be 1d8. Wow. So that's 5 damage to that one. Alright. Hit for Bubido. Next up then is Sereth Kasseret once more. What would he like to do?
I
He's
did
gonna-
yell at him before I ran down.
That is true, that is true. Thank you for reminding me. I was wondering again who it was, because I literally thought that as
He was just standing right next.
I was like, who did she
Yeah, he was
say?
standing right. Yeah, he was standing right next to me, so I'm just gonna yell at him.
Alright, he... He's going to make his way over too, and he's going to use his action to... Well... I don't know if he... He's going to come over this way, but he's not going to get into this guy's reach. He's going to get very near to the door that you got into, but he feels that he's just a bit too worried with this giant water elemental whether or not it will be able to hurt him, and it will be able to reach him there. So he's going to instead stay a little bit further out of its reach and make a ranged attack with a hand crossbow. Which does not hit. So he comes up seeing this terrifying watery snake slithering around on the deck. He runs up ready to go down to help you down under deck, but he gets terrified by its form as he pulls out his hand crossbow, shoots at it, it flies right past it as it continues to sway back and forth very slippery like. Next up then would be Prince Darendelle. He is going to make 2 more claw attacks. It's been going pretty well for him. Let's go ahead and roll those. That one does not hit, and that one does. Plus 3. Wow. 4.5 damage to it. That's... And now up is Mira. Once again.
Well, I'm probably gonna go back over to the hatch.
Alright. You make your way on over there at the bottom of the ladder is the barrel.
And that uses all my movement. Would I make it to the top, or would I make it to the bottom?
Yeah, we'd say you make it up to the top, but do you grab the barrel along the way?
Bless you. I could sure try.
Uh-oh. I think I might have gotten your sister sick.
No, that was my wife.
I hope your guys' computers have virus protection. If not, you know,
Apparently.
it might. Yeah, it spreads. Spreads.
I can sure try and lift it up.
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make a strength check.
No. Nope. It's a 1.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah, no.
It would be a 0, but I have the ring of power.
In fact, while trying to do pull up the barrel by one hand, trying to get it up this ladder, you try and turn around and pick up the barrel quickly as you run up, and you end up falling forward onto the ground and lie prone on the bottom level. You can use your action to dash still, because that was your bonus action, I'd say. So you could use an action to dash, use half of that to stand up, and then get out of there.
The hatch is open, so can I see the elemental from where I am, or no?
You do not, because it opens up backwards, so he's behind the door there, sort of like that's the hatch right there where Topsy's picture is like the hatch itself. So he's sort of covered from where you are on the ground.
Okay.
You can still hear him slithering around up above.
Well, seeing as though I am extremely weak, I am going to use my action to dash. I'll use 15 feet to get up. And then, how much would it take me to get to the top of the ladder?
Not much. It's like a... To be fair, I'd say 7.5 foot ladder. So you could move another 7.5 feet out.
Okay.
So like half your remaining movement.
And now I see the monster.
Yep.
Um,
I would say that as you come out to Topsy, this were-rat is sort of in the way between you and the water creature as well. So he doesn't really have an attack on you.
Okay, then I'm gonna back up my remaining movement.
Okay. About there. Alright, and you're back up with Sereth. Next up then is Shushar once again, who again is not going to move out of this guy's attack of opportunity, but instead is going to just continue walking around it. And that is it for him. Next up then is Topsy. Who is also going to make his were-rat attack for a bite and a well, yeah, he's gonna try and bite this guy and shoot the other guy. That's what Topsy's gonna try and do right here. So he's gonna come up, he's going to bite at this water to the best of his abilities. Which is 18 that hits. Dealing that guy there you are. 5, so 3 damage to it. And he was the first one. And then this guy, he's going to use his hand crossbow on. That definitely hits. Dealing piercing damage in the number of 4, which ain't great, but that is still cool. Next up then is that creature though that he just hit with the hand crossbow, that other water form in front of you guys, with no one really in its way except for maybe Mira. He's gonna come up here and he's gonna attack you, Mira.
Oh, shit.
This water form comes up behind you. He is going to make his attack. 16.
That hits.
16 hits. Alright, wait. There we go. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. That's good for you.
Oh, okay.
9 damage.
Oh, God.
It could have been far worse. It could have been way worse. Bludgeoning damage as it comes up and this watery creature just entangles around you, somewhat coiling its watery form around you, somewhat just enveloping you like a droplet around a very tiny object. It begins to grapple you as well. I want you to make no, you're a medium creature, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you are grappled and restrained by this creature as he tries to then use the rest of its movement to drag you back toward the water. Yeah, that's it for its turn. Next up is Delilah.
Alright, can't do it. So I'm just gonna attack with my mace again.
Alright, go ahead
Same
and
one that I attacked before.
make your attack.
It's gonna be 18.
18 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
3.
3, half damage is 2. But not bad. Every bit helps as it is now once again Stool's turn, who... Oh... What is Stool going to do? Stool. Yeah. Stool sees everything that's happening. All the damage that you guys have tried to deal to these water creatures and not really done anything, and then all of a sudden the water creature comes up and begins to envelop Mira and begins to drag her down. So Stool's gonna run up and goes, I am Stool, I am Stool, I am Stool, and he's gonna run up and attack this guy with his fist, this water creature, to stop him from taking Myra. Oh, but he's gonna miss
No.
as he swings wide and goes right past the guy. He's unable to attack him, and he's terrified. That is Stool's turn. Back up to Zash.
All right, I'm going to shoot another Eldritch Blast at the one on the left and try to get him to lose Mira.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack.
It's about time I save your life for good.
I suggest, though, you roll really, really, please don't roll a 1.
Okay. 12?
12 does not hit.
Yeah.
It's so quick in taking Mira, trying and focusing on taking her down to the depths, that it moves too quickly for you to get a good lock on it, and it goes wide and hits some of the rocks over off in the distance. Anything else?
No,
Alright.
I can hit everything from far away, so there's no reason to move in.
Turvey then is going to make another were-rat attack. He's going to do something that Topsy just did the last one. Having seen his twin do an incredible feat in the last one, bite and turn around and shoot, he's going to try and do the same. He's going to bite this guy.
Bless you.
Thank you. He's gonna bite this water, the guy, to the best of his abilities. Oh gosh, you gotta stop getting freaking trapped. This stupid die keeps on hitting other things, but there it is. For his bite, that hits, actually. So next he's also going to shoot his hand crossbow at the other one, though. Oh, which was almost... Oh my god. Wow, that sucks. It's a 10. That doesn't hit. It was a 20, then an 18, then it rolled over to a 6. Like, it was so close to just settling on that 20, but then it kept on going, and then it kept on going. Jeez. So he tries to shoot long, and unfortunately, it too, the serpent just is moving back and forth and swaying so much that it too goes wide and ends up just, you hear in the background as it hits into the water. But he's able to successfully bite at the one right in front of him, and that one is going to take 1 plus 2 is 3. Halved is 2 damage. Next up, Jax.
Okay.
Jax, you vowed to protect Mira.
I did.
And help her on her journey. I mean, granted, it was just supposed to be a much simpler journey, but now she's currently being dragged down into the depths in this place where you feel like you're going to die. I want you to make a Constitution save.
Would I have seen her, though?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even know if I
Or,
want
no,
to say
wisdom.
it.
Wisdom saving throw. Sorry. Wisdom.
Same. Saving?
Yeah.
Alright. 13.
Okay. Alright. You have your wits about you as you see they're definitely taking it, the creature's definitely taking her down. What do you want to do?
I know outside of game, right now I'm the only one doing real damage to this thing. But oh man. And they're like in the water now.
It's dragging her. They're still on the edge of the it's sort of still on the railing.
Okay. If I run over there, Like,
The
like
other
I'm
one
close
will
enough
get
to where it
an
wouldn't
attack
take up my
of
whole
opportunity.
movement, right? Like,
No, it won't take up your whole movement.
okay, I want to run up and try and like slice at its arms, the part that's like holding her.
All right, you move 20 feet, and I want you to make an attack roll. But real quick, this one gets an attack of opportunity on you as
Okay.
you leave its area. It is going to try and do a very similar thing. $11?
Nope.
Nice. Alright. So you successfully
Alright.
dodge out of the way of this other snake-like creature, driven by your power of heavenly do-goodery and wanting to save this companion that you've traveled with for months and months now. I want you to make your attack roll.
Alright.
Heavenly Just is better.
God, yes. That is a 24.
24 definitely hits. Roll damage on that. Wait, did you have a natural 20 though?
No, I didn't.
Did you
It
have a
was very
natural
close.
19?
19. Yeah.
I want you to double the die.
What? Yeah. Do I double my radiant damage?
No.
Okay.
Well.
Eh.
Well,
It is technically a die roll.
yeah.
What?
Are you using smite?
My
again?
God. Yeah, my divine smite. It's a concentration, so it's there until I lose concentration.
Yeah, double
that's
those
cool.
die.
Nice. Okay, so 16 plus 3. That's 19 for the regular hit. Now my
Okay.
radiant. That's 20 for radiant.
Alright, describe to me how you kill this water creature.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yay!
Oh, man. All right. So I'm charging over, right? And I feel like in this moment, I just have this strong connection to my deity, the Lord of Light, and my greatsword, which is already tall and gleaming, right? It just
All right,
extends
no need to get
and
cocky.
grows, and I just fucking swing down on this dude, and he just immediately evaporates as I swing my blade through him.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. I love how you describe the sword though. Oh god, I'm getting tired too, but that was hilarious. Very nicely done. Boom. Alright. Another one is up. You get the ability to breathe once more, having been detained by that horrible water just constantly pushing around you, unable to break free and breathe for just a couple of seconds, but it was still like it felt like forever. You are slowly coming to. Next up then is Pupido. Now Pupido is going to take care of this next one because Pupido has the fate of the gods on Pupido's side. So Pupido is also going to make a ranged attack. In fact, you guys should see this anyway, and I don't want to have to keep on moving back and forth between the two, so I'm just going to. Oh wow, very nice. Pupido successfully makes that ranged attack for 5 damage. Halved is 3. That one who is still remaining. Alright, that is it for Pupido. Constantly slashing. Next up then is Sereth Kazaret. Having seen that, Sereth is actually going to get between you two and the water elemental to sort of shield you from it.
What a nice guy.
And he's going to make a ranged attack with his hand crossbow. Oh. But 8 does not hit. That is it for him, though. Next up is Mira. Or, sorry, real
Me?
quick, Prince Darendale first.
There we go.
Prince Darendale is going to run up to this guy, make his double claw attack, like a Quagos do, for 16 hits. No, 17 hits. And 21 hits. So the first and the second one. That's a total of 10 points of damage. Halved is 5. Alright, this water elemental is looking like it's having a difficult time keeping its form.
Nice.
Who is up next? Now it's Mira.
Is there any way from where I'm standing without hitting anybody else I can get it with my short bow?
From where you are standing, since Sereth moved to block you from it, there's not. You can move over to there and get it.
Alright, I'll move 5 feet.
Yeah.
And make an attack with my short bow.
Alright, go ahead and make that attack.
Alrighty. 8.
8 does not hit, unfortunately. Is there anything else that you wanted to do?
Can't really do much else. I will go back 5 feet to where I was standing.
Going back 5 feet. Alright.
Go back.
Alright. That is it for you then. Now for its turn. Let's see, who has done the most to it? This water elemental is annoyed. It's beat. It's hurting. Actually, first off. Okay. Nope. It is gonna continue to fight, and it is feeling so annoyed just by all of you. It just wanted a good meal, and you know what? That's what it's gonna take.
Oh shit.
As Shoeshark continues to walk around him,
No!
he's gonna make an attack against Shushar.
Oh, shoot.
There goes our connection and sloop dip dip dip.
She shows a fish, you
Oh.
can handle it.
Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no, that definitely does not hit. Alright, so it tries to get this annoying ass fish man. Just for the easy prey as he continues to walk around him. But as it slinks out and tries to grapple up around this walking Koatoa, he just quickly speeds up his hasty walk, and just enough to the point where he's able to dodge out of the way of this water weird. Next is Shushar's turn. Shushar's gonna continue walking. He's just gonna continue on, get back over there, and now do. We did Prince Darendil. Next up is Topsy. Who is going to make his bite and close-up attack. His bite attack is going to be 14 hits for that one. And his short sword attack is going to be 13 plus 4, 17 hits. Alright, so a d4 plus 2 is 3. And a d6 plus 2 is 6. That's a total of 9. Half, that is 5. Alrighty. It is getting closer and closer to its demise, but now up is Delilah.
Alrighty, so I'm going to use the guiding bolt. So,
Guiding bolt, nice.
but I want to back up first. Like,
Okay. How far?
I want to make it happen. Just 10 feet.
10 feet? Do you know that if you move out of its 5 feet reach, that gets an Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, his turn came up. So he has another reaction, and if you move out of its 5 foot reach, then he's gonna try to attack you.
Yeah, but I'm within like 5. I like moving back so I can't
Huh?
use the spell if I'm in range.
You can't use the spell that close?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you
Well,
still
she'd
want to
get
take the risk?
disadvantage because it's a ranged spell.
Yeah, you still want to take the risk and let it attack you?
Yeah, that's fine.
You have
Okay.
18 AC. I think you'll be
Her
alright.
AC
Okay.
is pretty high.
Just wanted
Yeah.
to check. So it's gonna
You've
make an
had
attack
magic
roll?
this whole time.
She's a cleric.
She's also new to D&D, so
Yeah, this is like my first game ever.
this is
True.
her first real fight. The last time we didn't really.
Yeah, we didn't really fight.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. Yeah. 19 hits. Correct.
Dang.
So you're taking damage. Yeah, I think yours is 18, right? Your AC.
Yeah.
What is your health? 16?
16.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because every single time he does this, it's 3d6. Luckily, he only rolled a total of 6 last time. I want to do this in front of you guys. Let's see. 8 plus 3 is, wow, 11. Okay. So as you move
So you're still
out of
alive.
this-
You're still
yeah.
alive.
As you move out of the way of the water weird, it's slithering back and forth, moving throughout. It takes a bite out against you and tries to not only do you feel the piercing cold, wet, sharp pain against your face, but then it begins to envelop you as well. And you are a medium creature, correct?
Yeah.
You too are now grappled by this water weird.
Well,
There goes that.
And restrained within it. It is still your turn, so you can use your action to try to make an escape from it.
You can use your action to try and escape instead of attacking because you're grappled,
Yeah.
so you can't like. You just do like a strength check.
Or if you have Thunder Wave.
It'd be pretty sweet if she could just like guiding bolt into its face while it's grappling her.
That would be pretty awesome. From within it, just
Yeah, just blow it up.
It would still be a disadvantage because it's technically melee.
Right.
but who knows? You might get a 2 natural 20s.
Yeah, So you'd roll a d20 twice, and you take the lower of the two.
Are you gonna try to escape?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check. Actually, 16. Yeah. You successfully bust your way out and walk off to the side, but you're still within reach of it, but you are no longer grappled. That was Delilah. Next up is Stool. Once again, he's just going to chill out right behind Mira, hiding, quite worried. And
Stool, be useful.
scared. I am Stool, he says. Alright, Zash.
Alright, Eldritch Blast. Hopefully it'll be the last one.
Eldritch Blast, go ahead and roll it.
21.
21 definitely hits. What did you roll on that one?
17.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
D10, okay. That's not a D10. Zero? Is that 10 or?
Yeah.
Okay, 10.
Describe to me how you kill it.
Nice.
Sweet.
Woo!
So he just like basically, kind of creates like a Kamehameha type thing with his hands and just yells out, "I hate water," and shoots it out at him. And just like explodes his whole like form, splashing it over everyone else except him.
As he gets dispersed out into the water below. Beautiful. Oh my god. Sorry. There we go. No. There we go. Alright. That was very, very good, guys. Alright. So, you are still left with the problem, though, that your ship is now marooned on this, rock.
Is it broken or just like stuck?
Make an investigation check for me.
While he does that, Zareth, you prick. you were supposed to help me.
12. It's
It
probably not great.
doesn't look like any of the pieces of the ship are floating around or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Did Mira take damage?
Yes.
How much damage?
I had 15 and now I am at 6.
Okay.
And a few others took damage too.
I know.
I didn't. I'm fine.
I use my lay on hands and give Mira 5 points of health.
Delilah.
Thank
used
you.
a good bit too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
she's
gonna
on
use my other 5 on Delilah.
Perfect. Do.
Also, you're a cleric. You have a lot of healing spells.
Yeah, I know, but
All right, and these are rocks, right? Not like icebergs or anything? Be really cool if they were icebergs.
Correct. They're
Okay.
rocks.
And by the way, Zash. Duh.
Good to know. Or
That one's like a ranged one. The other one you have to touch.
we got to get past these rocks somehow. All that stuff is down by the hatch.
That would
That
sink
seems
the ship,
a little dangerous.
and we don't have the dinghy.
I mean, if we blow it from the other side of the rocks.
How about we peer over the rocks and see what's on the other side? We might be able to just climb over and get to land. We don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just water around here.
Pretty sure I don't know, so.
Fair enough.
What is Stool doing?
Just being
Nothing.
Stool.
As Stool walks over to the rocks and just holding up its overarching tree arms, he just touches one of the rocks and begins to push against the rock, and you hear a sway, an achy noise that the ship cries out with, and Stool tries to push harder and harder, and you feel a little push back as the ship is beginning to nudge.
So Stool is just extremely strong.
Does anyone want to go and help him?
I guess I'll go up and push with him. I don't know what that's going to do. I feel like the current's just going to knock us back into the rocks, but...
Beto comes over to help. Topsy and Turvy, really all the NPCs, except for Shushar.
My strength is pathetic.
Yeah, mine is too. It's really bad.
Still though, the group thing should help more. Like, the more hands, the better.
I'll go help.
Yes, Spirit will go help.
All right.
Yeah, I said I'd help earlier, so I'll help.
All right. So, what is Ash doing?
I mean, I guess I can help. It's really mysterious that Shushar's not helping.
It really is.
Too late. We all said we'd help.
Do I roll a strength check?
Yeah, I want everyone to roll their strength.
Like, Zash is helping, but he's got one eye back at Shushar just to make sure.
21.
He's not going to be... Oh, natural 20.
16.
Which is still a 19, but...
And then Delilah rolled hers. All right.
15.
15. Cool. Yeah. You guys successfully push yourselves up off against the rocks from in front of you and slowly start to drift back, and then slowly begin to correct your course as you guys move to the right of the rock, or to the left of the rocks, and continue your way down the river, the lake, I should say. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ah, come on. Oh god, I hate when this happens, and it happens way too much on this thing.
And Zash wants to go over to Mira real quick and be like, hey,
Okay,
can you go figure out why Fish Boy over there wasn't willing to help us? Something's fishy about that
Sure.
guy.
Sure.
Thanks.
He's still walking.
Yeah, I'll
around
go
in a
over
circle.
to.
As you come over, he starts walking around you.
Hey, Shushar.
Yes.
And then I'll call over to Zash and comment. What do you want me to say again?
Why he wasn't helping us. Why he never helps us.
Okay. My friend is trying to inquire why you didn't aid us in getting the ship out, and also why you did absolutely nothing when the water elementals were attacking. My friend wants to know. I'm just a translator.
Shushar the Awakened is just that. He is awakened. He knows that futile efforts in attacking or harming will do no good, and he must spread this word to the people of his community. That is the real reason why Shushar needs to go to Slusulap, and Shushar must get there unharmed.
Shushar, how did you become awakened?
Shushar became awakened through being. Let me just make sure I have this correct. Let me just make sure. Do do do. Um. Okay. Um. Shushar has become enlightened by many, many, many days in his lifetime of solitary meditation and reflection.
Hmm. And what exactly is the message you're going to give your people? Verbatim.
I am going to give the message to my people that they should no longer fight over who should be ruling.
So there's a power struggle in Sloop Looped Up.
Yes, there is almost always a power struggle, but right now there's a power struggle between the old god, the Sea Mother, and the new one, the Deep Father.
With the father. Okay. Who is the Sea Mother?
Oh, the Sea Mother is the protector of all the people who live under the Darklake. Do. I'm at the altar information right now, but hold on, I apologize. Let's see if I can jump to it. Not so much. Um. He begins to tell you that the Sea Mother, he describes it, and it looks like a humanoid female from his description. Um, but as humanoid as it has the head and claws of an albino crayfish. A crayfish. Um, this he tells you that this goddess has been the leading sort of religion in the area for quite some time, and that right now I think it's Pluplapine is the leader church to the Sea Mother. Yeah. And then he continues to walk around you. He never stopped, I should say.
When this is going on, I want to do like an investigation check on Delilah,
Oh, okay.
and I just want to see if I can find like what her holy symbol is.
All right.
So I can like maybe identify her deity or whatever.
Yeah.
$17.
17. You see a holy symbol around her chest, and you do recognize it. Now, I forget, Courtney, did you have a deity set up? Nope. It is the amulet. It is very similar, actually, to the amulet that you guys have. The actual image on it.
Oh yeah, I never figured out what that is.
Was it what, the Prince of Valkyrie or something like that? I can't remember.
Amulet of Valkyrie. Yes.
That's what it was.
There on the stream, I think that they can see it, is what the amulet looks like, and it is the amulet of the Church of Valkyrie. It is the ward of the Church of Valkyrie.
And is that different than mine?
Yes, you are the Lord of the Light.
Lord of Light. Okay. Do I know anything about her deity or
Go ahead and roll a
that
religion
religion?
check.
Does she have that mark on her anywhere?
No, just on the amulet.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14. It is very, very common, so you do know a good bit about it. The Valkyrie were the said to be the original founders of this entire world of Valkyrie, hence why it was named after them. It's said that thousands and thousands of years ago, the Valkyrie came and inhabited this place and took it from the beasts that wandered aimlessly. It built many of the great settlements that became civilizations, and it founded the area. And the Valkyrie are said to be these angelic creatures with wings that span out, much like Delilah's herself. A vision is always associated with them as heavenly, angelic. Nobody has seen the Valkyrie for thousands of years, though. It is said that they all went extinct and died out, but it is also believed that they, by the people in the church, are waiting on clouds up high to wait for the right time that mankind needs them most to show themselves. And I shouldn't say mankind, that all of race kind needs them most to show their force of good and help out wherever it's needed.
Interesting. My trust for Delilah has gone up.
Huh? Has gone
My
up?
trust for Delilah has gone up.
Aw. Alright.
So Can I get any more information out of this guy who keeps walking around me?
You ask about the Lord of the Deep Father.
The
and
Deep
he
Father,
says
yeah.
that it's a new rising cult that has taken the building of the old cult that and you start to get the idea that there's always been the Sea Mother, and then there's been rising other versions of faith and religion in the
Yeah.
area. So, and they actually have these two buildings, and the new always rising one always takes place in the second building, pretty much. But you find out that some of the waters are being guarded by the followers of the Deep Father, who simply want to make sacrifices to the Deep Father. And some of the waters are being patrolled by the Sea Mother, who wants to take out for the Koto race and make the best for them.
So from what I gather, the Sea Mother is more of just a protector, while as the other religion is more of like a sacrificial appeasal type thing.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
We're like sailing while we're doing all this, right?
Yep. Good, another couple of hours goes by.
I wanna, like-
Shushar?
Rest while
Oh,
everything else is going on.
Yeah. Short rest or long rest, you have the option of both. It's a while before you get anywhere.
Yeah, long rest.
Long rest. And what are you asking, Shushar?
Shushar, why didn't you tell us that there was a bit of, I don't know, differing religious struggle in the place you were going to take a whole bunch of outsiders to?
Continues to walk around you, and his eyes sort of moving in different directions, neither one of them looking at you. He goes, you did not ask, and I do not tell everyone everything. Did you guys tell me about your differing religions that you have up on the surface?
No, but if there's a possibility of some of us dying for a religion that we aren't a part of, that would have been nice to know.
Who said that there was a possibility of that? All we need to do is have Shushar guide us there, and they will accept Shushar and the truth that none of this matters anyway.
From what I've seen from the religions up on the surface, that's not always the case.
It will be once they are enlightened like Shushar is.
I'm gonna go walk over to the rest of the group. He's still over there.
Yep, circling.
Question. Is anyone, show of hands, aware of the base religion of the Koatoa?
Wait, what are you asking?
I'm asking if anybody knows, like... What am I asking? I guess something around the lines of if they know anything about where we're going to.
As you discuss with them, you quickly get the idea that none of them know anything more than you. The Underdark is a humongous place. Sereth especially has never been here because, again, the sort of ceasefire between the Koatoa and the Drow. Everyone else has more so remained to the other civilizations and cities in the Underdark, and this area is very dangerous if not traversed by someone who knows the Underdark, so people don't really go there.
Okay, I'm gonna relay everything that Shushar told me to everybody.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
So we have to bait at the fish until we get there. Cool.
We've known that there have been some other religions that arose in the past, but never really have they been so vehement about sacrifices as this one sounds. Hmm.
Well, and that begs the question: are we in the Sea Mother's waters, or the ones for the Deep Father?
Hmm.
We said the Sea Mother's the one that owns the Dark Lake, right?
She watches over it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been their religion for thousands of years that the Sea Mother just protects all of the creatures, even creatures that don't dwell beneath the water, but that is who she can see more clearly and protect. Um, as for, their other deity, I've never really known any specific instances when a deity arose to contradict it, but it's never been great. It doesn't last very long, and it's always very, very explosive, and it causes great disturbance between everyone who's
That's what she said.
faithful to one another.
Well, we are, in a way, delivering a new religion. And I'm not sure how that's gonna go.
Uh, all along too, Delilah took back control of the helm, correct?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Okay. Um,
Dexterity.
I want everyone to make a dexterity check. Well,
Oh dear God.
Even me, I'm taking a long rest.
yeah, everyone, the crew. That includes you. You took a long rest. You did.
Oh, it's already passed? Okay.
You said a dexterity check?
Dexterity, yes.
15.
18.
17.
Oh, motherfucker. I rolled a 1.
That's
Oh.
okay. That's okay. 15, 18, 17, 13, 1. So far, it's seeming. So the four of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. Alright. Let's just make sure. We have 11. That one's cocked. I'm really tired of this dice being cocked. Here we go. And last, yeah. Okay. Okay. one point, you guys succeed on a dexterity check for the group to maintain control of the ship as suddenly this rough current just begins to push the boat all the way to the left and all the way to the right. Waves begin showering upward, as you must imagine that there's...
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you, sorry. The creatures, the depth, the sheer dangerous nature of the water that you guys are in must be crazy. You must imagine that whatever is causing these waves must be humongous, because there's no pull from the moon to cause them, but it's going... There's no wind or weather or storms to cause this, but the water around you is going absolutely crazy. Everyone successfully was able to keep control, though, of the ship without anyone falling or taking damage or being thrown overboard. And you guys continue on your journey. For the most part, it is quite peaceful as the waters continue.
Wait for it cracking and just pop up and take us all out.
As you guys sail across at this slow pace now, with a little bit of push from the waves that were behind you in the rough waters, it is still difficult to see things, but you guys begin to see the glow of some lights on the horizon. You guys begin to see what appears to be some sort of city, and one would assume Coatoan. And you guys also
Sloopinshire.
Sloopinshire, so close. You guys also begin to see a ship that begins to come toward you. Are they followers of the Sea Mother? Or are they followers of the Deep Father, wanting to take you just to be sheer sacrifices? Tune in next time to find out. That is going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you did, if you like this, let us know in the comments below what you thought of it. I will be posting this video up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is just TheMajestic, all one word, which you can find by searching TheMajestic, and it's the very first result. You can also find me here on the Twitch channel, which is www.twitch.tv/TheMajesticGaming, where we will try our best to bring you live Dungeons & Dragons gameplay every single Monday night, 6 p.m. to 9-ish Central Standard Time, as well as other gameplays throughout the week, maybe different things on Tabletop Simulator. We will discuss how we felt about Tabletop Simulator and decide what we would like to use moving forward. But that is it for now. Thank you again, everyone, for watching, and thank you, wonderful players. You guys were absolutely awesome today.
Thanks.
But everyone, go ahead and say
You were
goodbye.
fantastic, as always. Bye.
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 Bye.